Everybody, this is Amanda Cooper with Cola Daily, and in the studio with me today we have Mr. Tommy Johnson. He is Vice President of Colliers International South Carolina Office Services.
That's correct.
And you've been with the company for 20 years now.
That's right, yeah.
Wow, well, we are excited to have you here because we are talking about some exciting things happening downtown Columbia, which is a lot of things happening downtown Columbia, but more importantly, 1441 Main.
Yes, 1441 Main Street.
So what makes this place so special, Mr. Johnson?
Well, really, when you focus on the location, it is smack dab in the middle of Main Street, in between the state capitol and Elmwood, which is kind of the main access point into downtown Columbia. It enjoys tremendous walkability. The building itself is highly iconic with its reflective facade and the inviting lobby that it has there on Main Street, and just the co-location to so many things to do and see. 50 bars and restaurants, the downtown Marriott and its convention center. You know, it's within a couple blocks of the Vista, very convenient to the Bull Street district. A lot of folks will think of the iconic Sylvan's clock tower there at the corner of Hampton and Main. And, you know, it's just a great place to do business. We've had some tremendous leasing success there coming out of the pandemic, and we want to continue that momentum.
Well, you know, a lot of people are just really just flooding the city. I mean, we have so many people from all over, and downtown is one of their favorite spots. Talk about the building. I know a lot of people are familiar with it. It's the main headquarters for, at some point, for Wells Fargo.
Correct.
So that might be one of the recognizable signs that people instantly notice, as well as the location. Could you talk about how it's just filling up with so many different businesses now? Because after the pandemic, people were a little bit worried about the businesses downtown with all of the vacancies. Could you talk about that struggle and how post-pandemic business life is happening exponentially downtown, specifically at 1441 Main?
Well, Columbia fared much better than some of our bigger markets around the country. We enjoy a very convenient commute time here. As I mentioned earlier, geographically, downtown Columbia is in the middle of our metropolitan statistical area. So it's about equidistance, no matter where you're coming from in Columbia, to get to work. And we, as a community, enjoyed quality office buildings. We had businesses that stressed a return to work earlier, maybe than the national experience. And we have had some very good success leasing-wise there since 2021. In fact, we have a new company that has taken occupancy with us early this year, Receivable Solutions. They were a suburban tenant and decided that the environment and the amenities and the experience of downtown was better for their employees, and helping them recruit and retain quality employees and giving folks a place where they want to go to work. And so we've tried very hard at the building to create that environment with our staff and our conferencing center and our fitness center. It does have several amenities that our tenants have come to enjoy. In particular, our cafe there on Main Street that enjoys a nice little patio. Okay. The Spotted Salamander is our restaurant there, and they're serving breakfast and lunch. You can get a great cup of coffee and enjoy some of Jessica Shilato, the chef for Spotted Salamander, has another location on Richland Street, but we are delighted to have her and her team on board serving their fine cuisine there at the building. So trying to create that environment, and we've had some success with that, and we've got some additional space that we hope folks will take us up on.
Now, you've been in the market for 20 years. You say you've been with the company. What I mean, how is it now from when you started and you see all the growth that Columbia, specifically downtown, has just exploded? How does that, what do you have to say about that? What are your thoughts about the future?
So it's a very different environment than it was 20 years ago, and it's a much better environment. I mean, the city had the foresight and the vision to broaden the sidewalks probably in the early 2000s to create a pedestrian-friendly environment, which encourages that interaction in and outside of the office. It creates a nice environment for people to get to. If they need to run an errand at lunch, they literally can walk to the bank. They may have some business associates in from out of town. At 1441, we've got 3 or 4 hotels right there within the block: the Marriott, the Sheraton, the Holiday Inn Express, Hotel Trundle, which is just a block down the street. So plenty of opportunities, and not to mention the Vista, which has been its own success story, but we're highly convenient to that. So it's become a destination. I think probably in the late 80s, early 90s, downtown Columbia was purely a business district where things kind of shut down at 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Well, now you see that extending into, an 18-hour district, because you've got 2,000 plus residences, you've got student housing, you have restaurants and retail, the Nickelodeon Theater. People are coming to Main Street to enjoy it for itself and not just to do business.
Now, one thing that I love is I grew up in West Columbia proper, so I didn't come here, I'm from here. And when I left to go away and I came back recently, maybe about 3 years ago, I was amazed at some of the things that you shared about, like it's almost like the business and lifestyle is a place to work, live, and play downtown. And I think that's one of the things that if I was looking to lease space downtown, specifically in 1441, that's a huge selling point, because like you said, everything, you're surrounded by everything. The Museum of Art is right across from you. You have these iconic buildings like Taps. I remember reading that your grandfather actually was near there or worked near there or something of that nature. And it's just so much life down there. I get so excited when I go downtown. And I can't say when I was younger I got excited, but I get excited now. Is that the energy that your clients feel when they walk outside of the doors and just experience Columbia?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've heard that from folks that are visiting out of town, coming to Columbia for the first time. They're really kind of wowed with the momentum and the energy that they feel when they're downtown. There's plenty to see and do. It's highly convenient, and I think you have a leadership core in the city that's focused on making that a good experience. We talked about the pedestrian-friendly sidewalks, the Main Street District, which is the yellow shirts that create a warm environment to help people find their way. You're seeing the reuse of older buildings turning into apartments. You have entrepreneurs that are opening up restaurants and creating. You think about Taps. Well, that store is being reinvigorated as apartments and additional retail. Tremendous amount of food service and restaurant activity. And entertainment and cultural activity. You mentioned the museum, also very convenient to the Colliers Center, and plenty of, and the Colonial Life Arena. It's all right there.
It is all right there, and I'm so happy you're right here to talk about it.
Thank you.
Now, I have to ask, I have here as a question to ask you is, what do you love most about being on Main Street? Because you've been on there for about 20 years now. So my wife and I, we've raised 2 boys in this community. They're graduates of Dreher High School. I have one graduate at the University of South Carolina, and my youngest son is about midway through his college career as a sophomore. So we've literally grown up in downtown Columbia, and we've raised a family here, and it's a special place for us. I've got some family connections. My wife is from Charleston, but she's become a Columbiite and has been a long-time employee at the University of South Carolina. So strong connections. We have thoroughly enjoyed seeing the transition from Main Street, from a business district to kind of a live, work, play environment where it's literally 18 to 24 hours a day. And we have visitors that come from out of town, both from her college friends and my college friends and our family that live out of the community. They love coming to Columbia and going to Main Street, and it's become a destination. And I've got a personal background with both sets of grandparents. My dad's mother ran a uniform shop in the 1600 block for a period of time. She was a small business owner here on Main Street, so that's important for me. And my mother's family, mother and father worked in the Palmetto Theater, which used to be in the 1400 blocks, no longer there, but it's kind of nice to see the Nickelodeon serve that role in the community. And you mentioned the museum and the Colonial Life Arena, the Colliers Center. There's just so much activity, and Main Street's literally right in the middle of it. It's very special. Yeah, I know you're tight on time, but I just really want to ask you some questions in regards to your leadership style and the way that you are approaching this in regards to leasing and just attracting clients. I read something that says that you are very analytical. You said you were very on your bio.
I do like numbers. Yeah.
And sustainability is your focus, and just knowing that you have been there for this long and seeing this momentum downtown. What do you see in the future for 1441, based off, because you're a numbers man, so you have forecasted the growth?
Well, I do like numbers, but also like being creative and trying to find solutions. And sometimes it's not always about the numbers. We talked about a lot of the soft reasons why this location is an excellent choice for folks that are looking for a place to do business. But I enjoy conversation. I enjoy how you connect to the locale and what you intend to accomplish with your business, and how we can make that experience the right fit for you. We talked about helping tenants with their needs, either for expansion or for new space. We have a great team of professionals at Colliers that provide construction management, oversight. We have a tremendous building team that is there daily, making sure that all the paper stock is fully available for folks. The spaces are clean. You mentioned sustainability. In the building has a very strong, I guess I would call it, background with sustainability. In 2011, I think it was, the building qualified for LEED certification, which is Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. And so we have a recycling program at the building. We try to do a lot of things to enhance our position as a good citizen, in the community, and doing what we can to be responsible. It's very special.
And I want to just say, I live in Cottontown, and I'm always downtown. And I walk past your building so many times, and now I can put a personality to it, because oftentimes when you see these buildings, they just buildings. Now I know when I see 1441, I know that this place is an anchor for businesses to be able to help Columbia thrive, a place where they will feel comfortable and welcomed. And when I'm at the Joint, or when I'm at the venue, or when I'm at Smoked, or wherever I'm at, I know that I can be able to introduce Columbia to some of your clients. And that makes me feel good.
Well, we appreciate that, and we want everybody to know we're open for business. We've got some wonderful availabilities that still exist in the building. We've developed a really nice business community there at the property, and we want you to feel like it's not just a place to go to work, but it's a place where you can enjoy and connect with people in the business community, and have a real place to grow your business and to recruit the best talent that the area provides.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. I have appreciated all that you had to share about 1441. I've learned more than I think I've ever known about it nowadays. I can say I'm educated and up to date about it. I do have to ask, though, are there rooftop opportunities there? Do you guys have anything like that going on?
Not presently.
Yeah?
No, but
maybe?
Maybe we'll think about that for sure. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Tommy Johnson. He is Vice President of Colliers International South Carolina Office Support Services. And I'm just excited about the growth of Columbia, and knowing that you all are just really attracting high-end talent, high-end clients that will really help this Midlands area thrive and continue to be successful. And as, like we say, Mayor Rickaman says, Columbia is open for business, and so is 1441. Everybody, this is Amanda Cooper, and thank you for watching.